What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Abarth Chris YouTube channel. Another classic Abarth Chris filming in the dark, but we're just going to go ahead and go with it. So, going to work today, and I get there, and I get out of my car, and I hear look up, and my front left tire is dumping air. So I got lucky, and I plugged it with my finger, and I'm looking around, and I see a screw over on the floor, so I quickly run and grab it. And I'm not kidding, I shoved that bitch in there and threaded it in, and it held. In fact, it's still holding 10 pounds of air. I was able to drive home that half a mile and park it, but I called up Costco. They were able to do it because all tire centers close at like fucking 6 p.m., which is just ridiculous. So take it into Costco, they're going to mount it, but apparently my wheels are too wide for my tires, which isn't the case. I mean, obviously it's a teeny bit of a stretch, but barely. It was 0.25 inches too long. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that, but we're gonna go ahead and try and get them mounted tomorrow morning. I work again, so it's gonna be interesting, but tomorrow will be the day that the wheels are mounted. I still need to grind down the collars on the PCD bolts because they do not fit inside the actual wheel, and I don't want to drill into the wheel and mess any of the paint up. So tomorrow is gonna be a grinding and fitting kind of day, but hopefully the Abarth will be wide body by tomorrow. So let's check back in the morning. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It is, well, I guess it's not welcome back because I just cut 2 new clips, so never mind. It is the next day. It's Thursday, and I got those tires mounted to those wheels over there, so I'm going to pull my car out of the garage and go ahead and try and get them set up. I do need to grind the collars on my PCD bolts, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a go. But first, I'm probably just going to throw it on there to see what it looks like, because I'm curious about the fitment with the meats. Pretty big. I might need to go down in aspect ratio, to be completely honest, next time I buy tires, but for now, we're just going to run it, and just going to have all the meat, dude, all the traction, all the grip. Should be fun, but let's see how those things look. Well, so there's one wheel. Holy shit. Look at that. All the frickin' beef. And right now I'm currently using the grinder, and I'm taking off as much of this bolt as possible. It's actually working a pretty good amount. It's taking off a good amount of that collar, but what I want to show you guys is the little screw that has held 10 pounds of air for like 24 hours now, plus a drive home, so not too bad for a little redneck fix-it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the front wheel on, see how much I need to raise the suspension. Definitely need to raise it in the rear too a little bit, but I might be able to get away with not raising the rear for now. We'll see. Like I said, gonna get those fronts slapped on, and then grind down those bolts so we can run the wheel safely. Versus that. Yikes. Comparison shot of the meats. Shit white wheels, sexy black wheels. Nice. So the little piece that holds the rear sway bar into place was actually colliding with the rear wheel, and of course, luck would have it, scratch the inside of the wheel. That's okay, it's the inside, it's not visible. But right now, I'm taking a grinder to that, and as you can see, I'm kind of shaving it out to create clearance. Now, that part moves with the suspension, so once there's clearance, I shouldn't worry about it, bottoming out and hitting that. But yeah, I'm just kind of going at it with the grinder, evening it out, and giving it a little bit of distance so I can clear the wheel, and so I can move. I literally pulled out the e-brake and it was neutral, and the car wouldn't move because it was grinding it so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little more off just to be safe, and then I'll show you how it looks with all 4 wheels on. There's my clearance. Pretty small clearance, but shoot. Nice little fender roll, and these wheels will fit so good. Oh my, she needs an alignment too. But yo, Let's see if I can actually drive this thing. It rubs like a motherfucker on the inside, but just can't turn the wheel all the way. So stoked. Totally changes the look of the car. Looks so badass. Look at that. Oh my. Look at all that beef. Yo. Alright, let's drive it around the block. Status update. Rubs like all hell. But only when the suspension compresses in the rear, and when I turn the front more than like 60-75%. So it's not terrible, but I didn't raise the rear at all, barely raised the front. As you can see, that's fucking fitment. It's not touching until the suspension cycles, but it's super close, as you can see. But God, it looks so sick, and it is so meaty. These tires are huge. Yo, so much money. Man, can't wait to get it all dialed in. And I need to change my rear rotor still in pads, but shoot, she's looking pretty. That white delete kit. Fuck these wheels. So ugly. So beat up. I mean, shit, I put chains on these things, took it through snow. These things took a beating. The previous owner, so this car, I got this car from the Fiat dealership, and it had one owner who drove it 4,000 miles a year for a couple years. So the only problem was, apparently that guy or girl didn't know how to park, because the right side, passenger side wheels were curb rash like a motherfucker. But I actually used that as one of my arguing points for getting a good price on the car. So I was fine with that. I was like, yeah, I'll eventually change wheels. Took longer than I expected, but let me tell you, it is 100% worth it. Now the car looks as fast as it is. So now that thing looks like it'll gap you putting down 250 ponies on two-step. Phase 2. Fuck, it looks good. Can't wait for the Fiat Mini Cooper meet. Pops and bangs, launch control. And, you know, I haven't dynoed it, but the reason I say 250 horsepower is because Eurocompulsion makes their Phase 2 tune and when they dyno that at 235, it has a derivator valve, an intake, and an FMIC. That's it. And that's 235 horsepower right there. But on top of that, I have a colder intake, I have a downpipe, I have a lightweight crank pulley, and a couple other small things. So this thing's got to be making 250 horsepower. So that 15 alone would come from a downpipe with a tune. So with that better intake and that crank pulley, like I said, this thing's definitely got to be putting down 250 horsepower. So I'm so glad it finally looks like it. So thick, so meaty, such good stance. Could use a little more camber. I found camber plates for the rear and control arms for the front that could go, like, the control arms for the front can go to 2 to 4 degrees of camber, which is pretty gnarly. I do have my camber bolt still for 1.8 degrees of camber, which I might throw on because I could use a little more in the front to kind of help tuck that in. But for now, it's pretty good, and I don't want to get it realigned at the moment, which I need to do, but I want to give it like a couple weeks or so. My bank account's hurting after this wheels and tires and hubcaps and fucking bolts and, you know, valve stems and everything you need. So we're gonna settle down for a little bit, but finally stoked to see the car looking good, sitting proper, sitting on some nice meat. That Multier Turbo badge. So I'll be getting rid of this red, and I'll be having a new logo that actually just covers this back part, but I won't have that side stripe anymore. And I'm gonna paint these black and or get caps for them. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, it'll just be like the subtle red with the brake calipers, the front, and this little guy up there. Oh, there's, look, the penny. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for a lot more to come. Fender roll video probably coming soon. Make that fitment better because I really can't run this for too long, and I don't want to raise it because I don't want wheel gap. That would just look stupid. So yeah, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you guys later. Keep giving her the berries. So before I actually end this tire video, I just want to update a little bit. It's been a couple days. I've been lagging on posting it, but I'm still having rubbing issues because, you know, obviously there was way too much tire and not enough car going on. But I raised the front suspension, I put in the camber bolts I've been sitting on for a long time, and I rolled the rear fenders. As you can see, I hate how it looks, but I'm going to be getting fender flares soon. That's going to happen for sure, so stay tuned for the Widebody Abarth Chris YouTube channel coming to you soon. But yeah, just that quick update. Camber bolts went in, I raised the suspension in the front, rolled the rear fenders, so now it's not bad on scraping. It still does over some pretty harsh incline, decline, or like level change, but it's not the end of the world. It is what it is, some huge ass tires, and we're gonna take what we can get. But for now, that's gonna be it. Happy Easter, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and keep giving her the berries.